From a year ago, Kyle Van Noy. 3rd down and 6. Goff protected, fires, and another catch for Williams. He's got one for 24, this one for 19. And Jameson Williams, who they've rewarded with a new contract, 2 big plays.
Yeah, and the reason is because he has so much speed coming off the ball. The Ravens are trying to play coverage, and they're trying to run this umbrella over the top and not give anything up down the field. You see how those safeties get out of there. They're worried that he's going to go deep, and all of that underneath coverage then opens up for him to make the easy completion.
Here's Gibbs. Montgomery was out there blocking. He went to the right. Gibbs went to the left and picks up 2. We haven't even seen a check on Amon-Ra St. Brown, who is their top threat on the outside. He's their leading receiver with 13 catches already this season. You can pencil him in for 100+ catches a year. He does everything. He's kind of the anti-diva. He blocks. He's a great teammate. Jared Goff would take him over everybody if you put them all in a big draft. He'd take 14.
Pretty impressive when he said he's the best receiver he's ever thrown to.
2nd down and 8. Gibbs tried to stay inbounds. His momentum carried him out. A gain of 5, so 3rd and short coming up, and you know the deal with Dan Campbell. Anytime he got 3rd down, you think about 4th down, and Dan Campbell, nobody goes for 4th downs more than that head coach.
Well, especially when you're looking at 3rd and 3, because at 3rd and 5, if it's beyond the 50-yard line, he's going for it on 4th down over 50% of the time. So you look at it right now, and Johnny Morton, the offensive coordinator, said Dan Campbell would have told him already if they're going to go for it on 4th down to affect what he might call now on 3rd.
It's a watch party, but
Came
it's really
underneath
just
to
a vocal
Gibbs.
watch party because
Incomplete.
you can't put.
And what does Campbell do? He
can't
keeps
put
the
up,
offense out there. They already knew it. Goff was aware of it. 4th and 3, and they'll go for it.
Yeah, the right idea. I like what Jared Goff was trying to do, just really a miscommunication with him and Jameer Gibbs on
really
what Gibbs exactly was doing. But
watching this
here's the
game,
first big decision for Dan Campbell.
Yeah, it's synced up. I really want a Jameson Williams touchdown in the first
I
quarter.
was like coming away with points on the opening drive on the road against a good opponent. We'll see if this pays off for him.
A lot of movement. Play clock at 3. Goff. There's St. Brown. First catch, a big one. 1st and goal. Working against Kyle Hamilton, who made the stop. Jameer Gibbs delivered a great block. And a gain of 7 in a fresh set.
Well, it's good on good. It doesn't get better than this. I'm on St. Brown, and then you got Kyle Hamilton, and just an excellent route, Joe. You talked about it a moment ago, just all the things that he can do. He just doesn't telegraph it. He comes off the line of scrimmage. Hamilton knows the down and distance. He knows what he's going to try to do, the depth, but he still couldn't jump it because he was so disciplined in how he ran the route.
Here's Gibbs. Fighting, and he's going to be brought down at the 1. 2nd down and goal after Gibbs got 3.
Make sure if y'all here, go follow the YouTube
And the Lions want to go right back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they want to get right back on the line, and if they can't catch Baltimore just off a little bit, unable to get a call into the defense.
I mean, they worked it all the way down the field.
Gibbs
in for a touchdown. Gibbs touchdown.
What a good start for the Lions.
Anytime touchdown score Gibbs.
The conversion on 4th down. Lamar Jackson will try to answer. And the Lions, who put up 52 on the Bears, have 1 possession, and into the end zone they go.
A lot of Amon-Ra here. Here he is leading the way this time as the lead blocker. An excellent job of just helping kind of seal it, and Khalif Raymond getting up there as well. If you're going to play wide receiver, not only do you have to be able to catch the football in this offense, you better be able to block, and a willing blocker, and all of these Lions receivers are capable of that.
Extra point from Jake Bates. Low snap. Kick is good. Jared Goff telling us about St. Brown. There is no 100-catch receiver who blocks like St. Brown. He sealed it off. Gibbs takes it in on the road. A 7-0 Lions lead.
This is where the real trouble begins.
Let me know what y'all got.
What did you think was going to happen? Writing big pieces about a powerful family.
What all the bets looking like?
Behind every great fortune is a great crime. Is this blood money?
FX is The Lowdown. Premieres Tuesday at 9 on FX. Stream on Hulu.
At Burger King, you write the rules of value.
You roll number 10, I mix and match my way. There's 7 tasty items, and I can get 2 for $5 or 3 for $7. That's all up to me.
The $5 duo or $7 trio.
House
Burger King
Divided
Classics to fan
Podcast.
faves. Choose your deal.
TikTok page. We made a new Facebook page. Make sure you guys are following us. We are watching Monday Night Football with Assist Live. That will also be in the comments. I'm posting all the links in the comments right now.
Laundry day.
200 unread emails.
We're posting all the links in the comments right now.
See you next Sunday.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. This isn't just a restoration. It's a revival, because you know there's value in making space for your people. You are a fighter, and this is your reward. Medalla, the mark of a fighter.
The NFL is live in Ireland on NFL Network. And hear our stars come out in the morning.
Yeah, and like, if you want to come on the stream live,
It's Sunday
and
morning
talk
football.
anything
Sunday.
football. Let me know. I'll send the link. I'll send the invite.
This is the end of mankind.
No, it's not.
Tron Ares, rated PG-13. Get tickets now.
We got a Jackson 5. Lamar Jackson, red hot. He's got it. Marquise Brown. A furious comeback. End zone. A 5-touchdown night for Lamar Jackson. 7-0 Lions as we're just underway. Good to hear the voices of Joe Tess and Steve Levy. Glad you're with us tonight. Give you the numbers and get into those numbers just a little bit more when Lamar takes the field here in a second, as the Lions went down and scored, and now Bates kicks it away. It landed in the landing zone and goes into the end zone. Pythagoras tells me that means it comes out to the 20. Is that right? Right. I think I'm right. Here are the numbers. 7. Russell York says you're right, dum-dum. 7-2, that's a record. But look at the pass touchdowns, rush touchdowns,
we got the Ravens
and no interceptions.
We've called some of those games, and it's been pretty impressive watching him over the years and what he does under the lights. He just continues to get better and better, and he's playing with as much confidence right now as I've seen, especially with his ability in the pocket.
They fake it to Derrick Henry, and wide open is Andrews. They want to get him more involved tonight, and Mark, who had 2 catches total over the first 2 games, is good for 19 yards.
Yeah, not a lot of opportunities here the first couple of weeks, but you know it's just a matter of time, and here they open up this third week with a pass to reliable number 89. You know it was a tough offseason for him last year, the way the season ended with him in that playoff loss to Buffalo. But he's one of the all-time great tight ends, no doubt.
He fumbled in that Buffalo game. He dropped a potential 2-point conversion in the end zone. Hutchinson is going to cost the Lions 5.
Because, they're going to come.
Neutral zone infraction, defense number 97. 5-yard penalty, no first down.
Just to finish on Mark Andrews.
Anybody who want to jump on the string.
After that game, he didn't speak with the media, but he went to Instagram and he said, among other things, he's absolutely gutted by what happened. And then coming into this year, I'm a pro. That's what I do. He's back and talking to John Harbaugh. He said, if you want to know his mindset, watch him block.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting, saying that if his mind wasn't in it, his heart wasn't in it, you wouldn't see him blocking as well as he is. Says he's blocking as good over the first couple of weeks as he has at any time in his career.
High formation. Henry will take the ball with a lead back in front of him and just, wow, for a first down. Take a look at this offense for Baltimore as they're trying to answer that opening salvo from the Lions. Zay Flowers is their number one receiver. We just saw Derrick Henry. We've seen Mark Andrews already. D-Hop is still doing it at 33 years old. DeAndre Hopkins, the offensive line, that center is outstanding. Tyler Linderbaum, two-time Pro Bowler.
Yeah, he's one of the best centers in football, and I just think that the organization, Eric DeCosta, has done a great job really putting a lot of good players around Lamar Jackson in recent years.
Lamar keeps and cuts and slips. But has another first down for the Ravens as he's able to get 12.
Well, you think you got him, but you don't got him because it's Lamar Jackson and Derek Barnes who puts himself in a perfect position to be able to come up and make a play. He's right there, but then Lamar's able to just cut on a dime and get it going up the field, and he's not the first guy that we've seen Lamar do that to. He won't be the last, not even tonight.
No quarterback in NFL history has rushed for more yards in a career than Lamar Jackson. First down Ravens, quick throw, Andrews again.
He's going to Andrews a lot. That ain't been something the Ravens
Kirby
been doing.
Joseph, the All-Pro, made the stop, but another chunk of yardage and a gain of 8.
You know what's interesting about that, Joe? You talk about the yardage that he's had running the football. The numbers have actually gone down, over the course of his career, which is, you'd expect that. When you're young, you don't see the defense as well. And then as you mature, you start to recognize read coverages, all of that. But for Lamar, it's those things. And then in addition,
second and 2.
He's been surgical in the pocket when he's had time.
Detroit came out first drive, struck first.
Henry gets it this time, and the Lions step up. A gain of just 1. Derek Barnes, who was involved in that run by Lamar Jackson a moment ago, made that stop.
Henry going to be able to break into Smith's
It's third down and 1. Aiden Hutchinson up front is kind of the last man standing. They put Marcus Davenport on IR today. Their linebackers real good with Anzalone and Jack Campbell. Derek Barnes has been involved tonight. Brian Branch is just all over the place back there for the Lions.
You know, there are so many good players on both sides of the ball for both these teams. As we take a look at Kelvin Shepherd.
Easy pickup. Forget first down. How about touchdown? There is a flag on the far side of the field.
As soon as I get to say it, as soon as I get
this will count.
Outside. Defense number 95. Lined up in the reaching zone. Penalties decline. Go to the play. Touchdown.
As soon as I fix my mouth.
I mean, Derrick Henry just gliding to the end zone. They needed 1 for a first down. They got 28 for a touchdown.
Roger Rosengarten in the right tackle, number 70. He comes off the ball. He does an outstanding job right there, kind of sealing it. And then there's Mark Andrews. We talked about his blocking as he gets up to the second level. Rosengarten clears things out, and then Mark Andrews is there to help kind of seal to allow Henry then on the edge. It's an outstanding job of execution.
Rookie Tyler Luke ties the game. Last week against Cleveland here at home, Derrick Henry, 11 carries, 23 yards. He's already got 36 tonight, including that 28-yard glide to tie it at 7.
Mel has never been exposed to women like us.
To love, happiness, and fun.
Come on, Charlie. Use your new door. Let's go. I said go! Silly dog. I'm gonna trade you for a cat.
How make this thing public?
Red Bull gives you wings.
Downey showed this NFL mom a clip about her son.
Hey, you smell like hot dog water, boy. Oh, you.
Not my son. We need to do something about that. Do I smell hot dog water?
Mama, what you doing here?
Ugh, take this funky shirt and throw it in there. Have you heard of Downey Rinse? I'm gonna show you how to rinse that odor out. Smell that.
That smells a lot better.
It does.
Rinse impossible odors out in one wash.
So our wedding's in a couple of weeks. I've been thinking things over. I just needed to tell you this face to face.
Oh, don't say it.
You're gonna be eligible to become a member of Navy Federal
we are
Credit
doing
Union
a
because I'm an Air Force veteran. My whole family can join, and you can get unlimited 2% cash back with the Cash Rewards Plus card.
Assist live.
I know this is a lot.
Wow. All veterans and their families can join. Navy Federal Credit Union.
I actually like this.
Our
You
members
guys, so
are
what
the
it
mission.
is
To learn how to be in a T-Mobile iPhone commercial, Jeff Bridges moved in with Zoe Saldana. But mostly, they just played with the new iPhone 17 Pro. At T-Mobile, get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us. Plus, save up to 20%. Check the math.
But I mean, we can't put the actual
NFL on ESPN is brought to you by Progressive. Get coverage you can count on with home and auto at progressive.com. Well, we've seen plenty of fireworks here to start the night. First possession, touchdown Lions. First possession for the Ravens, touchdown Baltimore.
So we got
tied
a
7-7.
Both scores on their
Fans all wearing watches to help with the presentation tonight. The light show that you'll see from M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore. As Luke kicks it away. Sailors again. Full head of steam and knocked down as he crossed the 30. Will go down to Lisa.
Yeah, Joe, well, Derrick Henry said what had been on his mind all week long was the fact that he fumbled in each of those first 2 games of the season and had the 23 rushing yards against the Browns. So for him, he said that he hadn't been playing up to standards. He said he didn't care that the Browns were basically stacking the box and selling out to stop the run. He said it's his job to make something happen no matter what. He said last week was his fault. He'd been replaying it all week in his mind. He could not wait to get out here tonight and break loose.
Yeah, Lisa, as if a man that size, 6'3", 252, needs any more inspiration to go after a team. He is inspired tonight. That was an incomplete pass. Pressure by Marlon Humphrey, who came on a blitz. You're saying that was a live ball. That looked like it was forward pass to me.
It looked like it was forward pass to me as well. You're right. They brought Marlon Humphrey, and as you see, Amon-Ra St. Brown, he comes across. He's going to try to pick that up. But here's a look at whether or not it was live. Yeah, I think it's pretty clear that was.
Well, they called that backward, and they moved the ball back. So now it's 2nd and 19 instead of 2nd and 10. I don't agree with that call. Here's Gibbs over the right side, and he was stood up at the line of scrimmage and got to the edge. As Mike Green made that play no gain. Let's go back to that first down pass.
Yeah, so Joe, when you look at this pass, it looks like the ball is released right at about the 23-yard line. And then the question is, when it's first touched by a Detroit teammate, and it looks like it's right at the 23-yard line. I think it's slightly forward, but it's too close that they wouldn't have changed it if challenged.
Well, they're not usually calling them that tight on a backwards pass, are they?
No.
It was a 9-yard loss. Now it's 3rd down and 19.
3rd and 19.
Lions have to use a silent count. They set up a screen for Gibbs. And he's brought down at the 30, well short of a first down by Teddy Buchanan, a rookie they love.
Yeah, really hard when you're going up against any defense, but especially one as talented as this Ravens group. When you get behind the sticks, after that ruling on first down, then it becomes a field position game on 3rd down. You're trying to give as much yards as you can to your punter, see if you can't back them up a little bit. But what we've seen from the Ravens on both possessions, now granted the first one the Lions took it down for a touchdown, they're playing a lot of coverage, and they're inviting the Lions to try to run the football against some favorable looks. The Lions haven't had success when they've tried it.
Jack Fox to punt. It's a beauty. Jonte Wester is back. Fields. And gets it hard.
What a hit.
It's a 54-yard punt, 11-yard return. And Sione Vaki made that stop. Downtown Baltimore, Maryland. 7-7 game on a Monday night.
With Prime Big Deal Days coming October 7th and 8th, greatness is a deal away.
Just bust the move.
Shop deals up to 40% off this Prime Big Deal Days.
So we are doing a live stream.
Could we get a selfie?
Of course. It's a Monday Night Football game.
No fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Honestly, man, I gotta get these hours up on YouTube.
What do you do outside of the Capital One Cafe?
Same time, there's a great
Like when you go home or
up and coming company named Assist Live. Doing some really good things that I'm doing this stream with as well.
Great news from Jeremy in sales. He's loving the AI sales agent.
Help us, help
he's
them.
following up leads 23% faster.
So
Jeremy. Great. So I can tell the board that the company is more productive.
At least I think you can. If you're on here now, let me know if.
I wish. But you can tell them Jeremy in sales is following up leads 23% faster. Oh, Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Any business can use AI. IBM helps you use AI to change how you do business. Let's create smarter business. IBM.
Michelin innovates on the road and far beyond by manufacturing prosthetic leg belts that allow for greater flexibility of movement.
I'm gonna see if I can get a couple of my guys on here.
Michelin, motion for life.
This right here, ESPN Bet, this is the sports book that gives fans the tools they need. Like stats at your fingertips while you bet. Just the thing to line up that perfect parlay. One expert picks. Oh yeah, we got those too. That guy's got some good points. Whatever kind of fan you are, ESPN Bet's got you covered. With everything you need to bet smarter and score more from the game. ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. And right now, get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 bet.
Second possession for the Ravens, and they will start this possession at their 27. We talk a lot about Derrick Henry and the size. His speed is incredible, and the power that he gets going in such a short amount of time. He and Jahmyr Gibbs, the Lions top back, get it going fast, and we'll show you some of the numbers that we can put to how they get rolling when the ball's snapped.
All right, let's see what the Ravens gonna do.
I formation behind Jackson, who keeps and finds Kohler.
Good throw by Lamar.
So here are the top two guys in the NFL with regard to speed getting to the line of scrimmage. Gibbs on the left. He's the fastest in the league. He gets up to 11.5 miles per hour when he hits the line of scrimmage, and just behind him is the big body of Derrick Henry.
And one's 200 pounds in Gibbs, and Henry's 250 pounds.
Well, he didn't get rolling this time. He got stopped. No gain. Jack Campbell in on the stop. And here is Derrick Henry on that carry for the touchdown on a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, you get a guy that big with that kind of speed, you know, you don't see him caught very many times from behind, and it's a lethal combination as we've seen throughout his career, and the durability that he has shown. And
I knew this was going to be
a good game. What's remarkable, Joe, as much as he's been the bell cow for so many years in the league, he just has a little over 50% of the carries that Emmitt Smith had in his career. So it kind of gives you an idea as how durable Emmitt Smith was. He missed just 4 games in the 13 years with the Cowboys. Pretty impressive.
3rd and 3, and this one for Justice Hill is incomplete.
So I got to make sure this stays safe.
If you caught it, but Lamar's frustrated that he missed Hill on that throw. It's 4th down and a punt upcoming, but Derrick Henry was at 11.5 miles per hour when he hit the line of scrimmage on that 28-yard touchdown.
Well, and like I said, at 250
we still got a shot right here.
There's not a linebacker for the Lions
still got a shot
that weighs 250 pounds. And so he's bigger than those guys that are mostly trying to tackle him. You got to get him at the line of scrimmage. It's happened a few times tonight, but that's the key.
Here's Khalif Raymond, who fielded the punt inside his 5. There's a flag down on the play. And Raymond just should have let it go into the end zone.
I would say yes.
TJ Tampa made the tackle. It was a 63-yard punt.
Scoring. I think second half.
And a flag was thrown
Third
early.
Quarter, I definitely go under.
In the kick.
Holding.
Under third quarter.
Receiving team number 4. After this to the goal.
Back them up a little more.
I mean,
That's going to take the ball
right
inside the 5.
You know, both got back-to-back stops.
So Jerry Goff and company back to work. Teams traded touchdowns, then they traded 3 and outs. Third possession for number 16 when we come back.
All right. Same thing?
Yup. This is our year.
You know, if getting AT&T's best deal on the new iPhone 17 Pro without needing the most expensive plan taught me anything, it's that switching things up can be a good call. So how about we try something that's timeless?
Oh, yeah. Good call. Ooh. Get the all-new iPhone 17 Pro on us. Designed to be the most powerful iPhone yet. Most expensive plan not required.
Miller Time started in 1975, and the clock's still ticking. A light beer that tastes like a beer. Now that's legendary. Here's to another 50 years of Miller Time.
Now that I've reevaluated my benefits and savings with Voya, I'm feeling great. How's your retirement plan going?
Oh, I've been ignoring it and then hoping for the best. Come on, good retirement.
Don't just hope for a strong future, plan for one with Voya. Plan, invest, protect.
The new Crafted Flats from Pizza Hut. 5 handcrafted recipes with more toppings, all for you. There's no reason not to get one, or all 5. Try the all-new Crafted Flats starting at $5 each, only from Pizza Hut.
Yeah, we still learning all kind of stuff, man. I've got like 3 different things going on. I'm streaming on Assist.
Hey, welcome back to what
I've got it on Facebook, on YouTube.
Absolutely electric tonight.
Wait! Go, go, go! Yeah!
Yeah, so
next week we'll bring you a Monday Night Football doubleheader at 7 Eastern on ESPN, Jets and Dolphins. And then an hour later at 8 o'clock Eastern on ABC, the Cincinnati Bengals coming off a rough one against the Vikings, taking on the Denver Broncos, who have had 2 real tough losses to swallow in weeks 2 and 3. Both games will be available on the all-new ESPN app.
Clip them in with clips from
So early in the season, you know, there's a lot of football left to be played, but there's also a lot of angst for some of these teams. It's got a little urgency as we go into week 4.
There's urgency here for the Lions, starting at their 1.5. And they start with their bigger back of the 2. That's David Montgomery, who's able to push the pile forward, and he gets 4. Tavius Robinson was in there with help on the stop.
Well, that's a good job. I mean, that's a good sign. I know coming into this game, we talked about the young guards that the Lions have, and Christian Mahogany at left guard, and then Tate Ratledge, the rookie at right guard, and how they handled week 1. It was a struggle, and last week was good at home. But here's another test on the road. Ravens knew what they were going to do there on first down. They got pretty good movement.
Flag on the play as Montgomery is wrapped up in the backfield. That play is made by John Jenkins. He's been doing it a long time, 13 years. Here's the call
we are
from
watching
Bill Vinovich.
Monday Night Football, Ravens, Lions. We are on a house divided.
Illegal formation, offense. The tight end was covered up by the wide receiver. The penalties declined. Result of the play, 3rd down.
Take the result of the play, a loss of 1, and that brings up 3rd and long.
Yeah, and they were able to decline the play because of the job by John Jenkins right in the middle. Glasgow, who was the starter at left guard last year, moves to center this year, and Jenkins just tosses him aside and is able to make the play for the 1-yard loss.
Frank Ragnow, the 4-time Pro Bowl center, retired in June, so they slide Glasgow over. It's 3rd down and 7. Goff protected, and he finds his tight end Laporta. A drive that started at the 1.5, and Sam Laporta has his 10th catch of the season, first of the night, good for 10.
Yeah, Malachi Starks, another rookie, He's number 24 for the Ravens, who's assigned Laporta in man coverage to try to guard him. Laporta comes in, maybe gets a little bit of a push at the top of that route, creating some separation, but there was no question. Once Goff sees the coverage, knowing that he had Laporta up against the rookie safety.
That would be crazy.
That's it for quarter number 1 here at M&T Bank Stadium. 7-7 game first down for the Lions with the ball outside their 15 when we come back here at the end of week 3.
Hey, make sure y'all go follow the YouTube page.
You see collectibles, I see years of blood, sweat, and tears in one single moment. So step on the court. Make every play count.
So we're live every Sunday night.
Week 4 of the NFL season kicks off with Thursday Night Football starting at 8:15 p.m. Eastern on Prime Video. Stream games live on your mobile device with NFL Plus.
We didn't even know it was doing. But tonight, all I'm doing is just kind of free roaming.
Nature sure is full of wonders.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Ain't nothing particular.
My name is Katie. I'm a Spectrum customer for mobile and internet. And I grew up on a farm and ranch in Nebraska, so I'm always cowgirling. Cowboy culture, you never want to pay more than you have to because there are so many expenses that go into farming and ranching. To have any efficiency on the farm, you need extreme connection and reception. I bet we save about $180 a month with Spectrum, and that's $2,100 for the whole year.
Real customers, real savings. To see how much you can save, visit spectrum.com/save.
The Chevy Equinox is more than an SUV. It's your safety check. Whoa. And your weekend getaway. It's more than an SUV. It's your choice. Equinox or Equinox EV.
Now well-qualified buyers get 1.9% financing on 2026 Equinox models, plus no monthly payments for 90 days.
Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Seven ball game as we start the second quarter. Nice first down picked up by Laporta and Goff. Jared Goff, who was the first overall pick in 2016 with the Rams. Took the Rams to Super Bowl 53 in 2018. Lost to the Patriots 13-3. A couple years later, he's traded to the Lions. It was a shock. It was a surprise. Called it the best thing that's happened to him in his career, and he has taken off since getting to Detroit. 6 for 7 tonight. 37 touchdown passes a year ago. Play action. He's got Montgomery out of the backfield, and David Montgomery gets a block from Laporta and lowers his shoulder and gets 11.
There it goes for Montgomery. Right
Marlon
there,
Humphrey missed a tackle along the way. Laporta got in the way, and then David Montgomery put an exclamation point at the end of it.
Well, really good job by Jared Goff because, as I mentioned, the Ravens are trying to disguise coverage, and then they go to a 2-deep here, and he knows that he doesn't have what he wants down the field. He comes down immediately, checks it down to Montgomery, and then he makes Roquan Smith miss. And then Sam Laporta, he's out there making a key block. So this has been a successful drive already, just getting the ball off their own goal line.
Play action from Goff, and he's going to go. And a nice pickup on first down. He doesn't do it a lot. Only 5 rush yards through the first 2 games. He gets 5 here.
Yeah, he's got enough. You know, he can get out of danger every now and then. But, you know, there was always this conversation about Jared Goff that when he had pressure that he didn't handle it very well. And he probably didn't real early in his career when he was with the Rams.
I wish I could put
he
the
handles
game
the
up
pressure
on the screen,
just
but
fine, as long as he doesn't have to move off his spot. But when you get him off the spot with pressure, that's when he hasn't been quite as effective.
Both backs in the game. Gibbs, nowhere to go. Marlon Humphrey got through. Malachi Starks forced him out. And a loss of 3 on the play as that thing was blown up by this Ravens defense.
Well, Marlon Humphrey, this guy's been doing it a long time. And for him to be one of the better cover guys and then come up and do what he does in the run game, you see that from both sides, whether it's the Lions DBs or the Ravens DBs. These guys are pure football players. Tip my hat to these personnel people that bring these type guys in. But Marlon's been playing at that level for a long time.
3rd down and 8. Goff slings it. Laporta, first down. That is back-to-back 3rd downs. He's found Sam Laporta. He was a Pro Bowler in his rookie year last year, tapered off a little, gets 14 here.
Well, when you show these looks, as the Ravens are doing, they try to disguise things, they bring them up. You're going to see they turn and try to run underneath things, and they just don't know exactly where their landmarks are. So when you come off the ball, Sam Laporta, just go where they're not. And you see that open space and the chemistry that he has with Goff. Pretty easy connection.
About 2 seasons ago.
Lions moving the football, keeping Lamar Jackson off the field. On first down, Montgomery. With this defensive front that is playing without one of the best defenders, not just on the Ravens, but in the league, in Nnamdi Madubuike, has done a nice job up front in the run game.
They really have. And then without Kyle Van Noy, another Pro Bowl player, led the team in sacks last week. So Zach Orr, the defensive coordinator, he's got his hands full tonight, trying to come up with ways to slow down this offense. But he's changed what they do a little bit. Remember Wink Martindale? Heck, they brought everything in the kitchen sink. And then even with Mike McDonald, they were more aggressive. This defense is not as much a blitzing defense as they've been in the past.
Here's a good carry by Montgomery. Strong run. He's about a half-yard short of a first down. The former 3rd-round pick by the Bears came as an unrestricted free agent to the Lions, and he and Gibbs make the best tandem in the league.
You know, Sam Laporta, as I watched him this week, I think he's a very underrated blocker. I mean, he's one of the best tight ends catching the football, but he gets in there and he mixes it up. And I talked to Dan Campbell about it this week, and he said that's the area where he's improved the most, and he has no reservations of having him block a defensive end one-on-one.
Here's Gibbs. He's got the first down.
Forward progress. First down Gibbs.
So the drive will continue. And Sam Laporta is on that long list of Iowa tight ends that have come into the National Football League and just been outstanding.
Yeah, whatever's in the water there, boy, they're raising them some good tight ends. There's no doubt about that.
Look at you going country.
Raising them some good tight ends, baby. You know, this drive is demoralizing right now for a defense. You've got them backed up on their own 2-yard line to start this drive. And like I said, the first down made it a win for the Detroit offense, but here they're still rolling.
Good protection for Goff. Flag on the play in the secondary, and Gibbs is forced out with a gain of 9.
I think the Henrietta in me was coming out there, Joe.
Kittle's on that list. Dallas Clark, who had a great career, is on that list. T.J.
Contact.
Hawkinson.
Defense number 14. Penalties decline.
Noah Fant.
Result of the play, 2nd down.
Goes on and on and on, and they called it against Kyle Hamilton, Mr. All-World for the Ravens.
Make sure y'all go follow the page. Make sure y'all go follow
this guy, Kyle Hamilton. I know everyone knows how good he is. You can't watch the Ravens play and have a broadcaster not highlight Kyle Hamilton and all that he does. With that said, I still don't know if he gets the credit he deserves. He is some kind of football player.
First down carry by Montgomery, and he almost broke it. A gain of 8. Well, they can just keep coming at you because they can rotate these backs.
Yeah, we just dialed him, man.
Montgomery can do. He's not the same back as Gibbs. They're different types.
They are, but on 3rd and 1, who'd they give the ball to? Jameer Gibbs. You get labeled in this league, and I get it, that Montgomery's more of the between the tackles physical runner, which he is.
44.
But Jameer Gibbs, he's a tough runner as well. So that's a heck of a 1-2 punch that they have, and it's been nice to see Montgomery do what he's done since coming from Chicago to Detroit.
Detroit's moving the rock a little bit right here, man. They're approaching the red zone. They're on the 30-yard line.
They called it a lot last week.
He had An all-world game against the Browns. Here is Montgomery getting 10
Another
again.
first down by Montgomery. Okay, yeah, they're just trying to.
Gibbs and Montgomery have done special things since 2023, and their combined rush TDs, the most by any teammates across the NFL. Gibbs has a touchdown tonight, and they are easily the best duo around the National Football League. Each has had over 1,000 scrimmage yards and 10+ touchdowns each of the last 2 years. And they're the first duo that can say that in NFL history. First down, Lions. Inside the 20, here's Gibbs. Trying to get to the edge, and they've done a nice job on Gibbs so far. Mike Green, who is going to get more work with the injury to Van Noy. Just a gain of 1.
Yeah, you know, we talked about these 2 young guards and the struggles they had week 1, and this play here, you see Mahogany, he leads up on the double team, gets to the second level, seals off Roquan Smith. Tate Ratledge, he did just as well on the other side, and those guys are settled in, and I know that was a real key for Johnny Morton coming in, trying to let them settle in, and I believe they have.
Gibbs getting his way, and about a yard and a half short of a first down as Malachi Starks, the rookie, made the stop.
The guy just told me on TikTok that.
Well, again, another look with Tate Ratledge and then Graham Glasgow up front. This double team right here between the center and guard. They work to the 3 technique, and then as they move up, they get to the linebacker level, and it's just an outstanding job. These guys are, I mean, this is a tough front. Now, you mentioned it, Joe. They're without Matabike, and you can't overstate how big of a loss that is for this Ravens group.
It's 3rd down and 1. St. Brown in the backfield, and Goff just takes it and gets it. I mean, this is going to be a 9+ minute drive, and a drive that started inside their own 2, and now they've got a 1st and goal with the ball sitting at the 9.
Yeah, this is the signature drive of the
1st and
3
goal.
games. And when you look at it, and there's nothing that feels better.
Who's going to score right here?
There's Nnamdi Matabike, who's not in uniform tonight. Not sure exactly when he might be back, but what a big loss that is for this Ravens defense.
Yeah, they're kind of concerned about that neck injury. Here's Gibbs. Perfect throw. And just short of the end zone. His knee may have been down when he got to the goal line. That's the call on the field, and they got it right.
Yep, good call by the officials. Nice job by Jahmyr Gibbs as he comes out of the backfield. It's a little quick on the angle. He doesn't quite get straight up the field, but he just saw that he had open grass. And down there tight, he was going to give Goff a place to go with the football immediately. And that's the other part of this that Jahmyr Gibbs gives you. I talked about his toughness inside, but him as a receiver, just another element.
Montgomery back there with Goff on 2nd and goal. Montgomery gets it, and no call. They're saying he's short.
I don't think he got it.
Now the other official says touchdown.
One says touchdown.
The near official said he didn't get it. The far official came in.
Okay.
And calls touchdown, and let's just make sure.
Got in there.
What a drive that was. And he's in.
Oh, yeah, he's in. Oh, yeah, football's in there. Touchdown. Touchdown, Montgomery.
That's as good as it gets. I mean, it's good no matter who you're playing, but when you're playing on the road against this Ravens defense, 98 yards.
Bang.
That's pretty impressive. That's a good ball. You see the ball in the left arm, and Sam Laporta, he leads the way, and then you got St. Brown. He's helping try to make a block as well. That is one great drive.
Yeah.
They go 98.5 yards. And a drive that
we got to get the stream hours
took
up.
over 9 minutes.
Please reset the game clock to 5:55, please.
And if you don't want Lamar Jackson to beat you, let him sit on the sideline.
Well, that's one way, and I think another thing, Joe, is I think we can stop talking about these 2 young offensive guards. I think you go 98 yards against the Ravens, and you run the football the way they did, and I think they've settled in, and they're good to go.
Bates for the extra point. 7-point lead. I keep underselling that drive. 10 minutes and 48 seconds. Wow. A couple of big third down throws from Goff to Laporta helped get him down there. Montgomery takes it in. 7-point lead, Lions.
A lot of people ask me a question about the over-under. I don't like. It seems like there's a lot.
Let's talk about innovation.
I'll take it from here. The wheel, the internet, and now new Fireball Blazing Apple.
Stay in.
We did it. New Fireball Blazing Apple, mankind's greatest innovation.
To learn how to be in a T-Mobile iPhone commercial, Jeff Bridges moved in with Zoe Saldana. But mostly, they just played with the new iPhone 17 Pro. At T-Mobile, get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us. Plus, save up to 20%. Check the math.
All right, team, let's review. USAA membership is open to...
My dad is a veteran who joined, so my mom can join.
That's right, Haley.
Same here, which means I can join too. Which means I joined thanks to my grandpa. He joined and passed membership to my mom, who passed it to me. Are you eligible, Coach Gronk?
It's complicated.
That means no.
USAA. Become a member today.
I cashed one already.
The Colonel believed his KFC chicken sandwich should be huge on flavor. Tender chicken, crisp pickles, but with a tiny $3.99 price. Oh, that crumb looks giant next to that tiny price. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. The $3.99 KFC chicken sandwich.
I love that the NFL brings families together. They all get together, watch the games together. The passion is unmatched.
Touchdown to go.
Because to me, family means everything.
I've got Lions first half winning.
Coach here, nobody has more sports content than the all-new ESPN app. Nobody. College football, the NBA, WNBA, NHL, NWSL, TGL, the NFL. We have the best championship. The NBA Finals, the WNBA Finals, the Stanley Cup Finals, the U.S. Open, PGA Tour, the college football playoff. We got Sports Center with SVP, First Take with Stephen A, Get Up with Greeny, College Game Day, the entire 30 for 30 library. All in ESPN, all in one place.
Take a look at this combination of Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. Most games with a rush touchdown by running back teammates in NFL history. And leading that way over 4 guys, pairs of teammates, all 4 guys in the Hall of Fame are Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery.
I think if you look at this roster, Joe, it's just, you know, whether it's those two or other positions, I just think what Brad Holmes has done with the depth on this football team is as impressive as anything.
Here is Rasheen Ali able to break out, and the kicker, Bates, got him and brought him down and saved the touchdown. That was a touchdown-saving tackle. Let's send it down to Laura.
Well, Troy talked a lot about this offensive line for the Detroit Lions, and specifically the young guards in Tate Ratledge and Graham Glasgow. They're over on the sideline getting some oxygen. They're a little winded after that long drive, 9 minutes, over 9 minutes. And actually, Tate Ratledge, when he came over to the side, he's like, that's one of the longest drives I've ever had in my life. He was shaking the sweat out of his mullet, you guys.
Get the big guys some oxygen.
I mean, that's the longest drive of Goff's career. It's got to be. I mean, you can't go much more. It was 98.5 yards. I don't think the field's much longer than that.
Well, you called it a big third down throw to get that drive going, you know, when they were backed up. 13 runs on that 18-play drive. And, you know, it's not that they're just rattling off a lot of big runs, but, you know, that's what you've got to do. You got to stick with it. So, John Morton, the offensive coordinator, really good job of continuing to pound the football, mixing the passing game. That was a thing of beauty.
2nd down and 6. We'll give you that tackle by the kicker, Jake Bates, that saved a touchdown. Here's Jackson taken off, and he is wrestled to the ground by Barnes. Derek Barnes with a strong tackle, no gain. And here's the tackle by the kicker, Jake Bates, and if it wasn't him, it was a kick return for a touchdown.
Yeah, you know, his eyes had to be like saucers when he he's one-on-one, and he's the last line of defense. He did good. That's hey, whatever it takes. Just get him on the ground.
Well, he's a former brick salesman in Houston. In Tomball, Texas.
Well, I hate to say what he might have been doing with them bricks on that last play.
Them bricks. What happened to you? 3rd down and 6. Jackson gets out of there and now fires. He's got Bateman for a first down. What a play by Lamar Jackson, extending it, forcing these cover guys to stick on their receivers, and that's good for 10.
Well, that's just it, Joe. They're locked up. Here they come, so it's man-to-man. There's nobody in the middle of the field, and as a defender, I mean, you're sitting there going, man, the ball's got to come out, and Lamar, he's able to throw that thing perfectly.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a dive.
Lamar Jackson has the #1 passer rating of all time. Play action, and now this is a shot for Walker, setting up 1st and goal. Devontae Walker in his 2nd year, good for 33.
Well, again, it's a 5-man rush, so you're putting these corners out there on an island. You got Walker, who then, with his speed, is coming off the ball, and Terrion Arnold, I mean, he knows what he's up against. He knows this guy can just flat run by him, and so he, with the speed coming off the line of scrimmage, he gets Arnold turned around.
Here is Henry. He is to the 1. I mean, Devontae Walker came in tonight with 2 catches for 2 touchdowns, 3 catches in his career for 3 touchdowns. 4th-round pick from North Carolina, and he almost got #4 of his career on that one.
Yeah, he's already made some plays with the couple touchdowns you talk about, and he's going to be a special player. When you have a guy like him with that kind of speed, there's so much you get to do with him.
Henry. He stopped him. No gain on the play, and you see the frustration on Lamar Jackson's face, and it's 3rd and goal.
They're trying to go up tempo. When they've had the big play, they did it on their opening drive possession for a touchdown. They've gotten to the line quickly. Sometimes that's good, and sometimes when you rush, you get the offensive lineman not quite dug in, ready for the ball to be snapped, and they don't come off in sequence.
It's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be 3rd down and goal when we come back. A little frustration for the Ravens as they get down there, but now we'll face a 3rd and goal from the 1. Fun first half here at M&T Bank Stadium. Lions leading by 7. Ravens knocking on the door.
Okay, your home, auto, and business vehicle are all protected with Progressive. Nice. It gets a bit overwhelming running a business and a family. Ooh, it sounds like someone could use a vacation. A what? A vacation. Like taking a break from the stresses of life and work. Oh, like when I'm logging everyone's hours so I get to sit for a while. No. Oh, like when I'm making a delivery in my van and a song comes on that I like. No. So like when I take my work van to the car wash and it's all quiet in that tunnel for like 5 minutes? No, it's like when you go away and you take pictures and I don't know. I've never been on one either.
See what everybody else doing.
To learn how to be in a T-Mobile iPhone commercial, Jeff Bridges moved in with Zoe Saldana. But mostly, they just played with the new iPhone 17 Pro. At T-Mobile, get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us. Plus, save up to 20%. Check the math.
Check out somebody else.
Huh? Nature sure is full of wonders. Red Bull gives you wings.
My name is Katie. I'm a Spectrum customer for mobile and internet. And I grew up on a farm and ranch in Nebraska, so I'm always cowgirling. Cowboy culture, you never want to pay more than you have to because there are so many expenses that go into farming and ranching. To have any efficiency on the farm, you need extreme connection and reception. I bet we save about $180 a month with Spectrum, and that's $2,100 for the whole year.
Real customers, real savings. To see how much you can save, visit spectrum.com/save.
Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company. They're also one of America's largest financial services companies, too. Just like I'm so much more than Peyton Manning. I'm also Motivating Manning. I want everyone here to know that you, too, can be so much more.
So I could be a chef.
Sure can.
Marine biologist.
Follow your dream.
NFL quarterback.
kind of a niche skill set. But I believe in you. For your insurance and financial needs, Nationwide is on.
You say it's a copycat?
All right, I'm gonna see if I can put the whole screen on there.
A lot can happen the rest of the way. 2 minutes left, each side with all 3 timeouts remaining. As the Ravens hurry to the line. Toss to Henry. He doesn't get
they
it.
stopped Henry, man. Oh, my God.
Cunningham was in there on the stop.
3rd and goal.
And it's 4th down and goal.
And they stopped Henry. Oh, my gosh. Here they go. They're lining up. Oh, my gosh. Not only does he fumble, but they kick the ball back 20 yards. Oh, my gosh. That's crazy. Wow. Lions first half is going to cash. It was, look, that was plus 168 early week. Just Lions first half money line. It was plus 168 early week. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. And that's how close it was. I mean, they were about to score. Tie it up, and that bet is gone. Sayonara. Oh, my God. That's wild. If you are a sports gambler right there, that makes your stomach just twist and turn. It hurts. Ah, that's sickening. Let me get this back up here because I don't even know if y'all heard like that because I know I had the.
Get SoFi Plus, the MVP for your finances. SoFi, get your money right.
No, I don't want to look.
Erica, used car shopping doesn't have to be scary.
Show me Carfax.
Knowing how a car's accident history impacts price means you don't have to overpay. No fear, just box. Say, show me at Carfax.com.
You know, I mentioned how fast the Ravens were breaking the huddle to get to the line of scrimmage. They thought they would give them an advantage, but you see how quickly the Lions get lined up. They did that on 3rd down. They did it on 4th down. They've done it a few times earlier in this ball game, but the Lions just showed tremendous discipline of being prepared and then executing. And on that one, Lamar Jackson, he had no opportunity. There was nobody open, no separation. And then there's the game-saving, or excuse me, the touchdown-saving tackle by Bates. Awfully good job by everybody. Special teams, defense, really good stuff.
Not only did the Ravens not score, but they lost 18 yards on that fumble by Lamar Jackson. And the ball is at the 20. What a play by Jack Campbell. Goff spins out. Cannot connect with Jahmyr Gibbs.
Detroit the ball.
Yeah, Jack Campbell, I agree, Joe. Such a good play by him in his 3rd year. Another Iowa player talking about Iowa.
Defense over 44. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
And that's a penalty on Marlon Humphrey, so that's going to give the Lions another set of downs. But, yeah, this defense, you know, we talk a lot about the loss of Ben Johnson on the offense, but then Aaron Glenn goes to the New York Jets as a head coach. Kelvin Shepard, what an impressive guy he is. as we take a look at that penalty on Humphrey. But he's got this group playing pretty good football.
On first down, Goff out to his left, just throws it away. Minute 12 left, 3 timeouts for Detroit. Tonight's Total Replay is brought to you by Chick-fil-A. David Montgomery, this combination and the job up front by those young guards.
Yeah, as I mentioned, you try to get them settled in as best you can. Part of that is not making them hold their stance too long, letting them come off the ball, some of the calls and the runs and things of that nature. But that's a pretty good tandem between those two guys. And the strength has always been this offensive line. The offense in general runs through them. When they're doing their job, everything else flows.
Quick throw, blitz was on, and Odafe Owe got through. It's a forward pass. They're letting it play on.
They let it play on, but that ball's dead. He threw it in the dirt.
And the officials are looking at each other. They're told to let it play, but that sure looked like a forward pass.
If that's not, then I don't know what a forward pass
So
is.
this one will definitely be a forward pass. They'll bring this one back.
All right, after replay assistance, an incomplete pass. Third down.
And Owe with a hit on Goff. They brought Roquan Smith on a blitz. And that offensive line we were just raving about had a tough time picking it up.
They did. They showed blitz, and so Taylor Decker, he blocked down, and it gave a free run then on Goff. And you can make the argument, Russell, that was helmet to helmet.
It was close to helmet, but he stayed a little low. I'm not surprised they didn't call it.
Third down and 10 with the ball sitting at the 25. Amon-Ra St. Brown, well played by the Ravens. And the Lions do nothing with the ball. Nate Wiggins.
And the Ravens going to get the
made
ball
that
right
stop.
back. With a little under or right at
And the clock will stop with a minute 5 remaining as the Ravens will take a timeout.
To at least get back in field goal range, make it a 14-10
No
game.
gain on that play.
So all y'all's parlays.
Stay tuned for the Allstate halftime. SVP Ryan Clark, Jason Kelsey. First half takeaways from our game, and Boomer has his fastest 3 minutes on what was just a crazy day yesterday around the NFL. 9 defensive or special teams touchdowns this week, most in 5 years. Almost had one tonight, if not for Jake Bates, as Jack Fox will punt it. Wester waiting for it.
I think he got a piece of that.
Flag is down. Wester on the return, and he gets dropped after he crossed the 40.
Ooh, I mean, I'm talking about it was that close. It looked like he got a piece of it.
Holding.
But he didn't.
62, number 15. That 10-yard penalty be out at the end of the run. First down. Timeout.
They get with a hold, and it'll be great field position for the Ravens. 56 seconds left, a couple of timeouts. The Inner Harbor here in Baltimore, Maryland. Ravens ball, under a minute to go, first half, down 7.
This right here, ESPN Bet, this is the sportsbook made for sports fans. The fans who never miss a snap. You can track every bet while you watch ESPN. Getting cooked in fantasy? Oh, let's go! With your ESPN fantasy roster right in the app, you can still walk away with a W. Yes! Whatever kind of fan you are, ESPN Bet's got you covered. With everything you need to bet smarter and score more from the game. And right now, get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 bet.
My heart has 2 chambers. One for my family, one for my Kohl's Cash.
Follow your heart. All month, enter for a chance to win Kohl's Cash and get epic deals on fall favorites now at Kohl's and Kohl's.com.
La playa is Spanish for the beach.
I'm gonna do that too, Barry.
If you can't remember that, the word Corona also works. Corona, La Playa awaits.
Last night, that dead payphone ring.
Hello, Finney.
Look, Jose Flowers under was.
Did you think our story was over?
It's to grab her.
This place He brought us here for a reason.
What do you think happens when you die?
Rated R. Only in theaters October 17th.
In 1939, the first NFL game hit the airwaves, and America's passion for football changed forever. From plays that turn floorboards into stomping grounds, to explosive breakaways that blow the roof off. We don't just watch football, we feel every second. The love of football starts at home. Rocket Mortgage, official mortgage provider of the NFL.
Give you a look at the hold by Stewart as he grabbed Jake Hummel, who was coming through. Hummel blocked a punt against the Browns last week.
Yeah, I think you would have had a second one tonight if Stewart doesn't come over and tackle him. Although Russell Yerk doesn't seem to think he did anything wrong.
He does not. After the return of the penalty, the punt nets just 24 yards. So starting in Lions territory, Jackson, there he goes. First down and out of bounds. 2 timeouts left, 48 seconds on the clock, and a first down. The Ravens, who came up empty the last time they were down close.
Well, just take a look. Everybody's in man coverage, so they have their back to the quarterback, and that's, you know, that's the weakness of a man coverage defense. And when you're facing Lamar Jackson, it doesn't even matter if you have a spy on him, which they don't. Yeah, he's not going to be as fast as Lamar is. So, you know, Kelvin Sheppard, he's sticking to kind of their DNA, and that is play physical man coverage. But Lamar Jackson able to get a nice play.
On first down, Jackson ducking around in the pocket, and now out to his right, he finds his running back, Justice Hill.
Lamar got to show me.
And Hill with a nice gain as Lamar Jackson. He can extend a play better than anybody in the NFL. That was a gain of 4.
Yeah, and it's just hold on if you're back there in the secondary. And, you know, that's the challenge for Kelvin Sheppard. Again, first-time defensive coordinator. Very impressive guy, and visiting with him. He's been with the organization for the last several years with Dan Campbell. He learned under Aaron Glenn. Says Steve Spagnuolo is the guy who's influenced him the most, but whether it's him or Aaron Glenn, he learned from 2 aggressive defensive coaches.
Second down and 6. Sideline, Hopkins, catch is made. And a 13-yard completion for a first down.
Well, he does such a great job. Once he gets to the sidelines, he just stood there. You know, a lot of younger receivers will take off running and not knowing exactly what their quarterback might be thinking. Hopkins got over to the sidelines. He just stopped and then waited for Lamar to find him and made what is pretty routine for him.
At 19.
Jackson, end zone. A lot of contact and a flag. Hopkins and Terrion Arnold.
It's going to be at the 1-yard line. Goal line.
It's against Arnold.
Yeah, I'd like to take a look and see.
Pass interference. Defense number 6. Flat foul. Automatic first down.
There was no question where Lamar, there's the grab. I think it's a good call. There was no question where Lamar was going with the football. Hopkins was out there one-on-one. Now, it was a line drive. He could have laid it up and maybe given him more of an opportunity, but you know, there's a look at the defensive pass interferences that he had last year. It's been a tough start this year as well.
I needed that Hopkins, man.
The Ravens have an opportunity here with 27 seconds to score. They get the ball again to start the second half, so they get a chance to double up.
Second half bits at.
It's first down and goal.
First and goal. They got a couple timeouts. Baltimore does, so they got the whole playbook.
Play action. And touchdown Ravens, Bateman.
And also busted up the Lions' first half money line. Oh my God. I had the Lions' first half money line. But I also have Lamar Jackson to throw 2 touchdown passes. So, winners win.
Looked like that play was going to the right, and Lamar Jackson threw back to his left.
Yeah, it was totally designed, Joe. You're exactly right that Lamar Jackson's going to show like he's going to sprint out to his right, and then Rashad Bateman is going to come here and then back out. So the whole thing was designed with Zay Flowers then in behind that. But a good call, get the defense flowing, come back to Bateman for the touchdown.
Derrick Henry with a nice block on Aiden Hutchinson to free up Lamar Jackson for the 3-yard touchdown pass. And we're tied. Ravens take advantage of the short field. They started at the Lions 49, and they go 49 yards in 32 seconds.
Hey, this is a heck of a ball game.
What do we like in the second half?
Halftime's coming up. Jason Kelce, hopefully he got his wind back.
It's a chin strap, not a nose strap.
How is he breathing? Jason, you can say no.
Yeah, sometimes you got to remind guys,
Good for him. They're looking for him. They're missing. I don't know what kind of sacks that was. Somebody let the internet tell me. A crowdsource for what that was. There's Stanford Steve. Those two just chopping it up down there.
Chopping it up, yeah, just talking ball.
Talking ball. Like he did on the porch in Henrietta. Lions do have 3 timeouts if dangerous Dan Campbell wants to get frisky here at the end of the half.
Dan always wants to get frisky. Dan Campbell always.
Let's see what this return might look like.
Raymond. Believe tripped up after crossing the 30, and now there's 18 seconds
look like the 45-yard line.
Monday Night Lights. These two guys love playing on Monday nights. They're their career numbers. Each guy 7-2. Here are the numbers tonight. I mean, identical records coming in and identical total yards for the 2 starting quarterbacks here in week 3.
Yeah, both these quarterbacks tonight have had excellent first halves.
Only had 4 total incomplete passes between the 2 quarterbacks. Goff. He just returned that kick. Khalif Raymond, a gain of 4. And a timeout is taken by Detroit. So Dan Campbell is putting the pedal down as we'll welcome you inside the broadcast booth. Joe Buck and the new Henrietta Aikman over here to my right. We thought this would be a good game coming in, and it has not disappointed at all. Both teams really impressive tonight.
Yeah, they've been good. But it did remind me, one year I thought the Super Bowl was going to be played in Henrietta, but that's a whole nother story. So this first half has lived up to what we thought it would be coming into this game. It's a big game for both these teams. We talked about it being a measuring stick, and in a lot of ways it is, although they've shown me enough that as long as these guys can stay healthy, like the last several other years, they're going to be right there when it's all said and done.
They're trying to get
second down and 6. Backpedaling, Amon-Ra St. Brown makes the catch. He's swarmed by the secondary of the Ravens. TJ Tampa, who's a young corner they like. They're playing again without Jair Alexander, who they signed after many years in Green Bay. And they figured that after knee surgery and then missing a few weeks, he missed 3 in August and September. He just wasn't ready. They hope next week, when they have a date with the Kansas City Chiefs, he'll be ready to go. They're at KC next Sunday.
Marlon Humphrey, talking about guys being a little banged up on that last play, he got up and he came into the game with a groin. He was questionable throughout the week with a groin injury. I'm not sure if that was maybe re-aggravated or a knee or an ankle or something, but they took him out.
7 seconds left. It's 3rd down and 3. With 1 timeout. And now defensively, the Ravens take a timeout.
3rd and 3, 7 seconds left. We almost got halftime.
So pretty good by this Ravens defense, especially up front without Madubuike. Talk about college football upcoming.
Titans, man, they're doing this.
7 o'clock Friday on ESPN. Number 8, Florida State against Virginia. 12:30 on Saturday on ABC. Notre Dame and Arkansas. At 3:30 LSU Ole Miss. And at 7:30, it's number 5 Georgia against number 17 Alabama. You can also go to the new ESPN app to watch all the action.
You know, Joe, looking at this right here, I know there's 7 seconds. They're battling that. They need about 20 yards, and then they're at Jake Bates's career long, which would be a 58-yarder. So it's not inconceivable. You know, they got to get the ball out. Guys got to know that if they catch the ball and they're in that range, get down, call timeout.
3.
There's Amon-Ra St. Brown. Down he goes, and the last timeout will be taken. This league has changed. That was so smart by St. Brown to get down. He leaves 2 seconds on the clock. They used their last timeout. This league has changed so much. We're right around the corner from the first 70-yard field goal that this league has ever seen. But these teams now get around midfield, and they're thinking about field goals.
Yeah, I mean, well, thinking field goals here, and even the fact that they went for it there. There was a time not long ago that with 20 whatever seconds were on the clock when they got possession of the ball, they would have just run it out.
And now the Ravens will spend a timeout.
Timeout. They're going to try to ice the kicker.
They're going to put the ball down at the 43-yard line.
As they should.
Which would make it a 67-yard field goal.
67-yard field goal.
That would be the record if he hits this. The NFL record.
Field goal right here if he makes it.
Right now, that's held by Justin Tucker, the 13-year kicker, long time with the Ravens. This is a 60-yard try during the pregame that he hit.
He hit one of these.
And this is beyond that. 67 yards.
Well, it's worth at least a shot, you know, although when you're talking about this distance, obviously you're not getting the ball up as quickly, and, you know, it gives an opportunity for this defense as well.
Wester's waiting in the end zone. He can return it. It falls short. Can Bates hit it? This would be an NFL record. Good snap, good hold. The kick.
Oh, missed it.
Is no good. Wide to the left.
At first, it looked like it was, you know.
Ravens will receive the second half kickoff as we give you another look.
Halftime.
And we'll send it down to Laura Rutledge with Dan Campbell.
All right, thank you, Joe. Now, the kick wasn't good there, but how would you describe the offense and the way it's functioned so far in this game?
Well, we've done a good job. You know, we'd have been a little bit better there towards the end when we got the ball back, made a hell of a stop defensively. We talked about playing complementary football and helping each other out, and we've really done that. So, listen, I like where we're at. We got to regroup. It's a good team over there, but we'll bounce back and be good.
You called out time of possession as important in this one. You possessed the ball almost 20 minutes in that first half. What can you say about that?
Campbell, I mean,
well, that's one of the things we wanted to do. You know, we were able to sustain drives. We got to be able to do it again in the second half.
All right, thank you, Dan.
All right, thank you.
Joe.
Laura, they had the longest drive in the NFL this season, that 10-minute, 48-second drive that went 98.5 yards for a touchdown. And this game is tied at 14. Ravens get the ball to start the second half. Allstate, halftime, coming up next.
I'm a big rock. And while you're down there posing for pictures, I'm seeing the bigger picture from up here. And this little birdie's telling me it's time for this rock to roll. Photobomb! And if you don't have the right insurance, this can really flap your savings.
Awesome.
So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
This is the Allstate halftime.
We are all tied at 14 here in Baltimore. A game as advertised to this point. with Jason Kelsey and Ron Clark. I'm Scott Beppold here on the field. And Jason, it's sort of a tale of different styles. The manner in which Detroit possessed the ball and went 98 yards, what most impressed you?
I mean, the entire thing. I don't know if there's one thing you can point out. They ran the ball 13 of 18 times, and it wasn't all the most creative stuff. A lot of it was just right at them. I mean, it was a barn burner of a drive, an offensive lineman's dream. And by the time you're done with this thing, you are so excited you scored a touchdown, but man, are you exhausted. You're going straight to the bench, and this is one of those drives where, give me whatever you got. You're taking water, salt pills, Gatorade, pickle juice, oxygen, whatever they're able to give you. But this was a hell of a drive, a demoralizing drive for the Baltimore.
Well, with as much as that drive was demoralizing, you also have to be demoralized with the quick strike ability of the Baltimore Ravens. This is the team that drove right back down the field. There was a turnover late and far into the red zone, and this is getting the football back with less than a minute. They go 49 yards quickly. Now they go at Terriana Arnold, who we knew would be a guy that will be targeted, and there's a pass interference, and Lamar Jackson finishes with a touchdown to Rashad Bateman. They have been able to get chunk play after chunk play, and they have the first drive here in the second half, Scott.
Baltimore responds really well after they turn it over. They were aggressive on defense, got the ball back, and to your point, RC, right down the field and even things up. We very nearly saw an NFL record 67-yard field goal. They took it on a shot at it, but we are tied at the half at 14. When we continue at the half, Kansas City got the victory over the weekend to close out Sunday's action. When we continue, Boomer with all the rest of Sunday's action and a musical performance here, which you might be able to hear behind us, from Good Charlotte. That's all on the way at the half here in Baltimore.
You're watching the Allstate halftime. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Take this off the stage. Stop that. Let's add. All right, so we got Outlier up here. I'm going to pull up all the EV plays that we got out here right now. Let's look at, I just want to look at like the early ones. Let's look at the early ones. Let's check out let's look at NFL. Let's look at the early lines right now. Date range don't matter. I already got all my other stuff set. Let's see what they got out here early. Now, I don't like going over plus 200 because then, you know, you kind of like really losing value. McTown hit that Bateman touchdown, plus 240. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's crazy because that first half under almost held up. All right, so I'm gonna kind of look at these like these. I've been messing with these first halves and these totals, and because normally I wouldn't, but now you know what I'm saying, I mess with it a little bit. Let me fix this. Oh, Greg got a good second half bet. Just post it in there. I gotta fix this. All right, so this one looked like you got 7% EV on. Now I'm gonna look at the line. I like to see who it's up against. Bookmaker is the sharp book in this line. DraftKings is not. You know, these don't always say a whole lot. Well, I mean, they always do, but you got to make sure you pay attention when you're looking at these because sometimes you could read a line wrong. And I mean, I've done it plenty of times. But really, what you're looking for is, you know, where the sharp books are putting their money at, which is Bookmaker. And this is early. It's always good to take these first halves and stuff early in the week. Always good because these lines ain't gonna do nothing but drop if it's a bet like in this range that I have this filtered to. So it's best to really take these kind of bets early. All game totals, game lines. You know, those underdogs. I'm posting a YouTube short right now. Yeah, I'm not used to, like, I mean, I'm gonna look at these, but these ones are all gonna be bookmaker. I tell you now, bookmaker's gonna be the sharp on all these. Bookmaker's only one from Vegas that or really the sharp book. I can't just say from Vegas. The bookmaker's the only sharp book that's gonna have these first quarter ones out on a Monday night. And then you could check FanDuel, see where they at. But right now, the reason why DraftKings is the only one up here is because they got the most width between a odds maker. No matter what, though, it's still a plus money bet, though. But the thing is, bookmaker has us at plus 126. What tends to happen, Laporta in the second half, I see you, Greg. I need to get that too. What tends to happen though is these are more likely to come down closer to game time. So you're gonna get the bet at a way better value early in the week with a lot of these. I really do like this second half Seattle money line, and this is why I like this. It's because you can see where bookmakers started. You know, at 7:49 this morning, they dropped this line. And they came out at minus 109. And a lot of these books have limits on their bets until a certain time in the day. But you can see like this, the progression on this line is just steadily just going. And they're going to give you fair value. So the fact that they're at minus 123 already, you know, starting at minus 109 tells me that this bet is more than likely going to continue into that trend. And I don't really give a damn about what the bet is or who it is or whatever it is. I want to go ahead and I'd want to grab that minus one. What is it? 102. They got it. Yeah, minus 102 on DraftKings right now. Before that, you look up next Sunday morning, and it is minus 188. We got a Raiders over. I mean, Raiders game's been hot last. I mean, it really is. Let's see first before I. Okay, so Pinnacle's on this line. They started this thing off last night at 8:46. First drop was also last night, right before midnight. Another drop was this morning. Came up slightly, and that's normally where, you know, they are allowing bets to be increased, and then they've been steady the rest of the day. FanDuel's underneath the sharp book, which means they're just playing it safe. I'd like to see what the other side of their line is. So if this is the over, I want to see what FanDuel's under is, because they're playing it safe, which tells me they're probably playing it safe on the other side too. They ain't made up their mind yet. Third quarter money line, Carolina. Third quarter money line, Carolina. So, I'd take this one. I'll tell you that right now. Oh, my God. They started the day on this at plus 159, and it looks like, you know, we're going into 9 o'clock tonight, and we're at plus 132. I mean, plus 114. Come crashing down. That plus money going to flip. When you see these, normally, man, like, it doesn't really recover a lot. For real, though. I think that looks better like that. I feel like I want my... No. I don't like that. I like this one. No, I don't like that one. I'm indecisive, sorry. All right, let's refresh this real quick. And if y'all want me to like click on something specific, you can say that too. If you want me to click on some, we're at halftime, just sitting here streaming with assist, looking at some bets. I had to put this, I had to upload this short. Man, I've been over here trying to upload that short for the whole time I've been right here. But yeah, I mean, you get the gist of it, right? And then right here, you know, we got our Kelly percentage. You can't see my cursor, but it's in right here. There it goes, my cursor. So if my bank is $500 for the month of September, then I would bet 1.9% of that 500 on this line with this value. The game is back on. Let me go get let me go get that bet real quick, Greg. I never went and got it. I don't even know if you're still on here. Oh, they locked it, Greg. They suspended it. Hold on. Don't do me like that. Come on. Let me get it. I like that one. Yeah, I like yeah, you can go through here and you know, kind of go through these. You can filter it to where it's just MLB as well. Show me the same things with MLB where everybody's standing. You can also click on it. Give you all the extra data. All right, but let's get back to the game now. The game is back on. Let's get it back up here.
Well, here's a look at Aiden Hutchinson, and he's kind of been a little bit quiet there in that first half, but he draws a lot of attention. So he gets the chip and the double team as he's been working both sides of the offensive line. He's been working against Ronnie Stanley, then going to the other side against Roger Rosengarten. But they come in, certainly, as every offense does, with a plan.
Henry is a yard short, maybe a half yard short of a first down as Jack Campbell made that stop.
If you still on here, Greg, I took
third
that
down
one. I put
coming
20 on the one that you said, Greg.
I said, and I just threw it out there. As you look at the numbers tonight, only one incompletion. Lamar Jackson has the best passer rating. Doesn't take into account the running at all. The best passer rating in the history of the league.
I saw that today as well, Joe. I don't want to say I was amazed, but I was a little surprised. But it does speak to what we've talked about and how much he has grown and how good he's been in the pocket as they were able to get the Lions what it looked to be offside.
Defense number 51. 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
That's Roy Lopez, who is guilty of the neutral zone infraction. He came into this game just percentage points, decimal points, figures, numbers better than Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow. But, I mean, line up whoever you want behind those names right there. It's Lamar Jackson on top.
Well, we've talked about it before, and I've heard Steve Young talk about it. When he became feared is when he became a passer and less of a runner.
Here's a near pickoff. And it'll never be any easier for Brian Branch, and he just dropped it.
Oh, he reads it perfectly as well. He's got his eyes back on Lamar as he's carrying it up the field and just does an outstanding job. It's Mark Andrews who's in the seam. Or excuse me, he's got Mark Andrews, but then he's working back to the inside against Charlie Kohler, and it just bounces right off his hands. And you're right. I mean, there are guys who can't catch the football. Brian Branch is not one of them.
That's crazy.
He'll be thinking about that going to bed tonight. Now 2nd down and 10. Blitz coming. Pass is caught by Andrews. And Campbell in on the stop, a gain of 4, 3rd down.
You know, and I was talking about it that with Steve Young, and he's talked to other quarterbacks that have come into this league about, yeah, it's great to be able to run, but ultimately you got to beat defenses with your arm if you're going to be a championship quarterback, and we've seen that from Lamar. I mean, they've got a great scheme, and they've got really good players around him, but watching him throw the football the way he has over the last several years now with Todd Monken as the offensive coordinator, it's been impressive, and what we showed with that graphic, him being rated #1 passer rating, pretty good.
3rd down. There's his first target. There's his first catch. Flowers, and they're going to give him a first down.
They gave him the first 4 progress.
Zay Flowers gets his first. They got a good spot. And first down for Baltimore.
Little pick here with Mark Andrews as he comes off the ball. And Zay Flowers comes underneath. They're anticipating man coverage because they're so heavy with Detroit's cover 1. And good call, good execution, and they're able to finally free him up for the completion.
Catch number 15 on the season, first to the night. There's Todd Monken. Good job he has done. And year number 3 as offensive coordinator for John Harbaugh and Lamar Jackson. Here's Henry. And Derrick able to take it inside the 45, got 4.
You know, even with that said, when we talk about what Lamar's done throwing the football, make no mistake, this is still an offense that just wants to be physical and run the football. And so even when you look at the yards, the passing yards, it doesn't really tell the entire story. Last year, they were 7th in the league in passing yards, but they were #1 in yards per pass. So that's a better indicator is just how effective they are throwing the football because they're going to run it more than other teams.
2nd down and 6. Jackson keeps wide open as Kohler. And he's got a first down after breaking a tackle, and the ball just outside the 25. 18 yards. For Charlie Kohler.
Really do?
Well, Charlie Kohler, I know he doesn't get many opportunities. That's his first target, but they just totally turn him loose. I mean, they don't even worry about him coming off the football. And that's
real.
You couldn't go out there and practice and have it any easier than that.
Might want to do that. Like if I watch a Cowboys game live.
After replay assistance, the ball will be spun at the 29-yard line. First down.
They're going to say the knee was down or some body part was down on that last lunge by Kohler, and they moved the ball back to the 29. They moved it back 3 yards. Where it's 1st and 10. So they're without Isaiah Likely. He broke his foot at the end of July, had foot surgery on his right foot August 1st, and he is close to coming back. And another weapon for Lamar Jackson.
And you combine that with Patrick Ricard, their fullback, who's a big part of this offense. So they're missing some key guys.
Flowers in motion. Jackson keeps, floats it. Andrews got it. Boom. Strong catch by Mark Andrews. Against Brian Branch for 20.
And he was open a lot sooner as he came off the ball. His play action, but Brian Branch is locked up one-on-one. He's not even looking in the backfield. He's got his eyes on Andrews, but Andrews just comes off the ball, runs right past him. So he had a lot of separation, but Lamar wasn't ready to throw the football at that time. Then it became contested. That's a great job by Andrews going up and making a play.
Branch couldn't make that play, couldn't make the interception earlier on this possession.
Yeah.
1st and goal right at the 10. Henry's going to throw, lobbing it And that could have been picked off by DJ Reed.
The old school Titans, Henry jumped
Tylan Wallace
from 15 yards
was the
out,
target.
Interception.
And an ill-advised pass. The Ravens are lucky that wasn't intercepted.
Yeah, as soon as he slows up, as soon as Derrick Henry comes out and slows up, it doesn't look good. But he had Lamar Jackson out the other side if he had stopped and looked. And you know, in practice, they had talked to him saying, hey, Lamar Jackson is an outlet if you want to get back to it. But they totally turned him loose. But as soon as Henry stopped and kind of double clutched, it was not good. He probably should have just thrown it away.
Now 2nd and goal. Jackson trying to find somewhere to go. Brought down from behind. And that's Al-Quadin Muhammad, who they're going to count on a lot after the injury to Marcus Davenport. He gets his 2nd sack.
Well, when we talked to Todd Monken, what did he say? Lamar Jackson, it's kind of the price of playing business, or cost of doing business, excuse me, that he doesn't throw it away. You know, that he's going to try to make a play, and he tried to there and then lost some yards.
Since last year, just, well, under 1 on average throwaway a game. Number 2 in the league to Baker Mayfield. And now on 3rd down, Andrews! Diving catch! Touchdown, Ravens!
That was a
You know, Alex Anzalone, he's in coverage. It's pretty good coverage, actually. He's locked up man-to-man, and this is just, it's a good route by Andrews, and then it's just a perfectly thrown ball by Jackson. He just lays it out there and gives Mark Andrews an opportunity to just go make a play. But not bad coverage overall by Anzalone trying to stick with Mark Andrews. Just a perfectly thrown ball.
On a perfect night for Andrews. The extra point now by Luke. 7-point Ravens lead.
21-14.
Mark Andrews, they wanted to get him involved tonight. Well, they have. 5 targets, 5 catches, 64 yards, and a touchdown. 14 yards away. 2 near picks on that possession. Ravens take it in.
So how did these 3 end up in this Vegas speakeasy with a story no one will believe?
It began with ringside seats from BetMGM. That meant anything was possible. Like chatting with this guy, not that guy, this guy, who knew another guy who gave them a password that led down here, through here, and along here. Oh, not here. And helped them open this door. Actually a bookcase with a hostess named Jules and an epic spot. Make it a night where anything can happen. BetMGM. Make it legendary.
With Prime Big Deal Days coming October 7th and 8th, greatness is a deal away.
Just bust the move.
Shop deals up to 40% off this Prime Big Deal Days.
America, are you sitting down? Southwest is introducing assigned seating. Assigned seating! Assigned seating! Assigned seating! I can't believe it! Out of my way!
I can choose my seat?
Southwest has assigned seating. Plus, extra legroom seats. Yes!
Now we can sit together on the plane.
Do we have to?
Nope.
I can't believe nobody's ever thought of this before.
Yeah, man.
Week 4 of the NFL season kicks off with Thursday Night Football starting at 8:15 p.m. Eastern on Prime Video. Stream games live on your mobile device with NFL Plus.
I can't play as Russ.
We dropped the football.
I'll play as someone else.
Kind of depressing.
My name's Chad.
Who is Chad Powers? He thinks you're a rubber Cheeto.
Not rubber. I'm made of flesh.
Shifting Gears, the #1 new comedy is back.
He has arisen.
With big guests. And a big home improvement reunion.
Hey, buddy.
That guy's a tool.
Shifting Gears premieres Wednesday, October 1st on ABC.
It was a divisional playoff loss at Buffalo, and Mark Andrews was just gutted with the way his game went on that cold night in Buffalo. A fumble, a drop on a 2-point try that would have tied it, a 27-25 loss. And more heartache and heartbreak for the Ravens in the postseason. Well, tonight, 5 catches, and he just scored on his 14-yard catch, his first touchdown of the season, and he's come in with the right attitude, which they weren't worried about at all. He's responded and responded well.
A guy who's done so much for this organization, to have to live with that throughout the offseason. He's had himself a night. You knew it was coming. You didn't know exactly when, but he's just been too valuable to this offense.
That
Short
was
free kick.
short.
Kicking team number 33. Volley placed at the 40-yard line. First down.
Well, that's the second time that Tyler Loop, the rookie, has been short of the landing zone, and that means the ball comes out to the 40. So he's had a couple of bad kickoffs and now adds another. We'll check in with Lisa in a moment. And I'm seeing a lot of these kickers that are trying to figure out ways to just get it into the landing zone, and he was just short of doing that.
Yeah, it gets costly when you're in a game like this against an offense like the Lions.
Goff low for Jamison Williams. Let's check in with Lisa.
Yeah, Joe. Well, Lamar Jackson told us this weekend he was not worried a bit about Mark Andrews or his state of mind coming into this game with just 2 catches for 7 yards. He said Mark is good, and he reminded us that Andrews got off to a slow start last year, just 6 catches for 65 yards, 0 touchdowns for the first 4 weeks of 2024. He finished with 11 touchdowns, so Lamar said